What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of Wax, Packs, and Warning Tracks. It's Mojobreak's Baseball Card Podcast. It's Cody. It's Bubba. It's closer and closer to the postseason, baby. It's 2 weeks left. About 2 weeks left. Just maybe 2.5 weeks, I guess.
Yep.
Races are tightening, man.
I know.
We got actual stuff to root for here in the last few weeks. I'm excited, man.
Yep.
I mean, I have reason to be. The Giants are suddenly back in it.
And a big weekend in San Francisco as well.
Gonna be huge. Dodgers and Giants this
They're kind
weekend.
of playing for different things here. Dodgers trying to hold on. Giants trying to solidify a wild card spot.
Yeah. So as far as I can tell, obviously Dodgers are 2 games up on the Padres.
I think 3.
It's been like 2 or 3 games now for like a month where just each team can't when the Dodgers start slumping, so do the Padres. And then when each team gets hot,
right.
they are really in sync right now.
Yeah, the Dodgers lost 5 in a row. And the Padres, I think, were only able to make up a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a really tight race, and yet not much actual movement has happened.
Mm-hmm.
The AL wild card is getting super tight now, which I think the last I saw, I have to double check the standings, but the Rangers are fully back in this thing.
Dude, that whole AL West
is still very much up for grabs.
Yeah. The Astros, I thought, after making that Correa deal and their pitching was kind of coming back into form, Hunter Brown is still a beast. I thought, all right, they're just going to keep doing Astros things. Not necessarily.
Yeah.
Mariners are having something to say. Rangers are playing ball without Corey Seager. And
listen to the next week for the Houston Astros. After this series with the Blue Jays ends, they think that game's actually going on right now. They got the Braves this weekend in Atlanta, but then 3 against Texas, 3 against Seattle. That's the season.
Yeah, so they could, in a week, they could have a 6-7 game lead.
Yeah.
Or they could
be fully out of it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the bet on the Astros that they will not be fully out of it because that team just doesn't do that.
Right.
When they're up against the wall like that, they will figure out a way, and it's going to be a fight basically for that third wild card for the Rangers and the Mariners. That's probably what it's going to come down to here. But that's exciting that there's a real division race there. The AL East still sort of up for grabs as well. 3 games back, the Yankees and the Red Sox. And as we mentioned, the NL wild card is suddenly a little bit tighter now, which I think the Giants and the Reds are both sitting 2 games out right now. The Reds just kind of sitting around and still being in it. The Diamondbacks are still at just 3.5 out.
Yeah, Reds playing ball. Again, their pitching is very strong right now.
Yep.
Brady Singer is a bona fide ace.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just, and not I don't want to discount them, but, not the toughest division to be making some headway in. Man, we're talking about the Reds, but the Pirates also in that division, they just can't get it going. Paul Skeens, 8 strikeouts in 5 innings, 5 scoreless last night. They lose in the 10th inning.
Still lose.
Yeah. Yeah, the Reds could really do something. 2 games out, you said?
They're only 2 games out. It feels like they have been. Now, we're in the Bay Area, so we're so hyper-focused on the Giants being 2 games out. But, yeah, the Reds just took 2 out of 3 against the Padres to get themselves right back in it. They took 2 out of 3 against the Mets the weekend before. They are very much in this thing. They have the A's and the Cardinals over the next 6. That is a big chance to gain ground for them.
They could win 6 of 6 there.
It's not out of the realm of possibility.
Yeah.
Cardinals are still sort of in it, but, they're 4.5 out. And then they got the Cubs for 4, and then the Brewers for 3 to end the season. So that is the chance to gain ground is this next week.
Yeah.
Whereas the Giants, 7 games against the Dodgers down the stretch. Mm-hmm. Don't like those odds. I just say it right now. I don't like those odds for the Giants.
Yeah, I'm not privy to their head-to-head this year, but just as a Dodgers fan, I don't ever look forward to playing divisional games.
Yeah.
Just we always have the biggest target on our back, and
they do.
The Giants play us really well.
Well, they do, and they don't win the games a lot of times, but they do play them well.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Less stress.
They lost 2 out of 3 in LA the last time, and I believe they lost 2 out of 3 in their fourth was it a 4-game series the first time? I can't remember.
4-gamer the first, yeah.
Yeah, and I want to say they lost 3 out of 4.
Okay.
So, yeah, look, every time the Dodgers come into a series against the Giants, they go, hey, the Dodgers aren't playing their best baseball right now. Maybe the Giants have a chance. And then they get right. Like, the Dodgers see the Giants series as a chance where fans are hyped up and they go and get right. And look at the pitching matchups this weekend. It's Ohtani, Yamamoto, and Glass now.
Yeah. And they're playing.
Don't feel good.
They're probably playing the best baseball in baseball right now.
Yeah.
The Dodgers are, and top to bottom.
Yeah. No, you're right. Exactly. Giants are on a hot streak right now. I know they lost yesterday, but they did almost pull it out in the ninth, which is kind of remarkable.
Yeah.
It's 2 teams playing good baseball. It's going to be a really, really fun series. And, of course, with the season wrapping up, MVPs, Cy Youngs, those are all starting to be established. So we're going to talk about that today and look at the markets of some of these guys and make some heated arguments and maybe some not so heated arguments about the award winners, which by my count, there are really 2 races up for grabs here. I think there are 2 fully up for grabs and the rest pretty much locked in. But before we get to that, this week, Topps Tier 1 baseball came out. We've done a lot of talking about it. You've actually had your chance to rip it last night, Bubba. First impressions of 25 Topps Tier 1?
It's incredible. It had a lot of hype coming into it. We were hearing about this set like 6 months ago, I think, when they leaked the Longoria bat knob, the $100,000 bounty on the card. So the hype has been building. We finally got to rip it. At the time of recording, we got to rip it yesterday. Beautiful stuff. The relics, awesome. A lot of on-card autographs too. A lot of times with patch autos and multi-patch autos, multi-autos, you can see a lot of stickers. You do see some stickers nonetheless. However, there are a lot of on-card autos. Pulled a triple auto last night.
Yeah.
Home run derby champion auto. Prince Fielder at the top of the card. Pete Alonso, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., all on card.
Very cool.
Beautiful. Definitely a card that could have had stickers on it. You'd be like, sweet.
You'd still be excited
Yeah.
if that was a sticker card. The fact that that's all on card is amazing.
Yeah, so that's nice extra touch to it. Really got us thinking about some of our favorite relics coming out. We saw bat knobs. We on Mojobreak.com, a huge bat knob that came out.
Yeah, I'll show it right now.
You have a picture pulled up?
Yeah, this is the Paul Goldschmidt. I just think this is – I wasn't even thinking about this bat knob, but then when I saw it, and you can see it if you're watching the video on Mojobreak Media, that is one of the coolest bat knobs.
Beautiful.
The Paul Goldschmidt 1 of 1 with the gateway arch in the background is just awesome.
Yeah. Have you ever been to the arch?
I have.
Yeah.
I've been inside that thing.
Same, yeah.
It's a little claustrophobic there at the top.
Totally.
Yeah. I had to do a little ducking down the whole time. It's a really cool place, though.
Yeah, that whole area
Downtown St. Louis
is incredible.
underrated.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah, and
I mean, great barbecue, of course.
great barbecue and
Great
a
ribs.
great place to watch a ball game, too.
Yeah. I was there in the winter, so I couldn't actually watch a game.
Okay.
But we went to the Busch Stadium area. It was a cool place to walk around still. And there was still like restaurants and bars that were open, so we got to hang out there. So still a very cool area. And yeah, that is such an incredible looking relic. And the added value to this year where they threw in remember last year, I think Topps was talking about the industry conference. They're like, oh yeah, some players are going to have a sticker of their Topps card from 2024 Topps Baseball on their bat knobs.
Right.
Well, we if you put 2 together, it's like, well, that's going to go on a product, and this is the product it's going in. So if you have some of the rookie chases from last year, I think Nolan Shonwell, Colt Keith, they had it on their 24 rookie card, and those bat knobs are now in 25 Topps Tier 1.
Yeah, they have an amazing touch, great for collectors, and it's really cool too because I feel like it provides a little like scope into the players and their collecting. Gotta imagine, the Nolan Shanwells, the Colt Keiths.
Yeah.
I think Colt Keith for sure, we know publicly, has a card collection and collects. But way cool. I thought about like Matt Strom. He made a belt for the All-Star game out of his baseball cards. And yeah, way cool, way cool. Now they're doing the bat grips, lizard skin bat grips.
Okay, so this was a thing that we were, I think, on the breakdown this week, which you can watch over at Sports Card Nonsense. We were talking about that card. I'm like, grip relic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was sort of like, wait, so what is that? So did you? I actually haven't seen any yet. I'm going to try to find some, but
So we didn't pull any, but essentially they took like the grip on the handle of the bat. They just peeled it off and they embedded it within the cards. I've been calling them lizard skin. Lizard skin's one of the top bat grip companies.
Yeah.
Used at all levels, and they have a bunch of like fun designs. I know Acuna had. He was one of the kind of like the marquee bat grip. I think that's what they call it, bat grip.
yeah,
autos.
bat grip. Yeah,
Bat grip.
yeah. I'm
They're
trying
sweet.
to. I'm looking around. I don't think there's any yet. Up on eBay or anything. So, but yeah, once we get a look at those, I'm really curious what that looks like. But I'm sure it'll just look like it how they have it in a lot of patches and stuff like, or how kind of the maybe the glove relics maybe look in there. So yeah, but it's all about the bat plates, about the bat knobs. But beyond that, I guess let's just do one. You've brought a little show and tell here
I did,
because we're talking relics. We're talking our favorite relics. Because I think knobs for me are such a unique relic, so unique to baseball. I know that tennis kind of tried to do something earlier this year with Topps Royalty Tennis with all the things we're kind of talking about. It's the other one you can do. Hockey, you can do that stuff as well, but you don't really see as much. I mean, the end of a stick is not all that much to look at, like a bat knob is, or even a tennis racket knob. So always really cool to see that. But I guess if you had to rank like your favorite type of relic to pull, what would it be?
So my favorite relic, and I might not be overly original with this pick here, but my favorite relic is going to be a logo man, a shield. Really that kind of one of one personalized relic that comes from a player. Overwhelmingly, I can't speak to every Panini product, but I would say overwhelmingly, if not 100% of the time from Topps, any one of those like commemorative specialty relics are always game used. Again, I can't always speak for Panini and shields and swooshes and stuff, but for Topps at least, they're always game used. And so I love the logo man. Again, not super original hot take there. But one that I brought in as well is I'm a big Topps holiday guy. And I brought in Corey Seager here, autograph relic. That's from the palm. I think palm's the word I'm going with here, of his Santa hat he's wearing. That to me, with the picture, him pictured in the hat, that to me, I mean, Corey Seager aside, is got to be one of the most personalized relics. I think that is so cool. Number 10 of 10 on the back. My favorite parallel as well. If you know, you know. That to me is like ultra special. There could be one of one Corey Seager relics out there that are like of a cool, like, 3-color jersey or something, nice prime patch. I'd rather have that.
Yeah.
I'd rather have that.
Relic contained in this card was worn during a spring training photo session.
Yeah, so it's funny. They do all of these during spring training. They get them and they'll do the holiday photo shoots. They'll do all these different photo shoots. Yeah, thank you for showing that up too.
There you go.
I love that one. So also we were talking about the logo mans.
I mean, this is just a crazy cool
This is a
card.
gross, like overdoing it example, but come on. How
My
many
goodness.
How many MVP awards, World Series rings are on that one? Again, I'm gonna try to take my Homer bias out of this, but any combination of player they have within this definitive set, they have different teams represented on these triples, home run, leaders in each league and whatnot. That to me, if you're a fan of a team, if you're a fan of a player, you don't get really much closer to the game than the MLB logo on the back of their shirt.
That is really, really cool. My goodness.
And a third relic I want to mention here too is I'll say this before maybe you pop it up.
Yeah.
We see a lot of the times with some of the older players, retired players, legends, if you're going to get a relic of them, sometimes it's just like a little scrap, a little piece of bat, a little piece of jersey. This one you're about to show up right here. I love that they went jumbo, and you got a little piece of the buttonhole.
Yes, that's my favorite feature of this is you can clearly see where the button was on this.
There we go.
That is just
So another 10 of 10 here. Sandy Koufax
a little
from
piece
Museum.
of history right there.
And the 4 buttonholes there. The classic jersey. How did they play baseball in those things?
I
man?
don't know.
How did they breathe? That is.
In general, you look back at even 50, 60, 70 years ago, you look at what people were wearing to ball games, you look at what the players were wearing on the field. You're like, how did everyone not just collapse of a heat stroke?
Yeah, and how did you see in front of you with a guy in front of you wearing a top hat?
Right.
Just in the stands, you know.
You know what? It's funny we mentioned this. So our season finale for the San Jose Giants, our regular season finale, I see a group of about 5 people. I see a guy walk up. And it's not cold in San Jose. And it's at 1 p.m.
Right.
first pitch. It's a good 80, 85 degrees. And he is wearing a full-on tweed suit, slacks, with a straw hat kind of tilted to the side a little bit. And he was with a group that were all kind of dressed like old-timey, like watching a game in the 1950s.
Incredible.
I mean, that's just kind of awesome.
Time traveling.
But, God, it must be so hot.
Yeah.
No, but this is just such a
thank
cool
you for
piece of
showing
history.
those.
Thank you for bringing them in. These are really, that's just amazing.
Absolutely, yeah. Some of my favorites. One that I didn't bring in too, that I actually was, as we were talking about it, since we've been live here. I have and this was a gift from my older brother. He got me. It's a Babe Ruth golf club relic, and it's a piece of his wood, his 3 wood.
Oh my gosh!
And it's a wooden relic. You would think it's like a piece of bat, but it's his golf club, and it's from some Leaf product back in the day. And yeah, it's just like a little piece of Babe Ruth 3 wood.
That's
way cool.
That's really, really cool.
Yeah, and the picture of him like on the card is like him on the golf course. Like there aren't any baseball.
That's awesome.
Yeah, really cool.
That's so cool. I will just show some examples of ones that I love because I didn't get a chance to bring anything in. But I love a bat barrel. I just think they're so cool, especially with the name. I'll show this one that just popped. I immediately had to click on it. Look at this one of one.
Oh, the bat nameplates
with Willie Stargell and Willie McCovey on it. That is such a cool card right there.
Is that a book?
That is a book of the 2 of them, a one of one.
Wow,
isn't that cool? That is really, really awesome. Out of EX, which again, throw it back there.
EX.
We talked about it a few weeks ago. How my love for Leaf lumber, part of it is because of it's all the stuff I love the most. I think to me the bats are always the most fun ones because they're so unique to baseball. There's nothing else in any sport like it where everybody's chasing the logo mans, the shields, the patches, but like there's no other sport you can collect. Even helmets, like you can collect a helmet in football, but pieces of bat. That's just such an iconic thing that is so unique to baseball that I just absolutely love. The other one, I want to get your thoughts on cleats.
Yeah.
I remember I think it was it might have been a Mookie Betts cleat. I can't remember who it was. But I pulled a cleat out of a Diamond Icon set years ago.
Yep.
And I was so I just saw the card. I never pulled one before. I'd never seen one before. And I was like, what am I looking at right now? Because the card is about that thick.
Right.
And then when you see it and it's got dirt, oh my God, I was just blown away. But at the same time thinking, how do you even display this? What do you even do with this? But it is so cool that they even have this in the product. I'll try to find an example too. Here, I found one right here. A Chris Sale. This is from 2022 Diamond Icons, which I don't know if there's any other product you find it in for baseball, at least. But there's a look at the Chris Sale one.
Yeah, perfect example.
Yeah, and it's in this doesn't get the full thickness of it. You can actually kind of see if you're watching the video that the card holder, it's not even in the little divot for the card holder. It's sitting on top of it because it's so thick.
That's a deep card stand.
Yes. That is exactly. And it's got like a shadow box effect to it if you've never seen one in person. but they are. I mean, here I'll just show you the cards that you just showed me. It is like that thickness, if not more.
Thicker, yeah.
Yeah,
it's
it's thicker than that.
probably. I'm thinking of like the thickest top loader we have. It's like a 260 or something like that. It's probably about 4 of them.
Yep.
So it's over 1,000 point.
I
probably.
remember hitting it, and I'm like, I don't even. What do I even put this in? There's nothing I can do with it. Like
I don't know what we ended up doing with it.
I can't remember what we did.
Yeah, I hit a Francisco Lindor. I think out of the same set, probably a more recent year, and it had a spike in it, one of his spikes.
Yeah. The spikes are really cool. That Flawless also has them. These are a little smaller. This is a Kyle Schwarber one right here. Take another look at this. This is a little smaller. That's a little easier to deal with right there. Pretty cool. Just one little spike in there.
And that pokes out of the card.
Yes. It's 3D.
That pokes out.
Yeah. They're cool. They're really, really cool. But also, if you hit one and you go, well, now what do I do with this thing? I don't blame you. I get it. It is a bizarre thing. They have it in soccer too.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen the cleats there. I'm sure they have it for football. I've just never seen it. I'm sure it's out there. I know. Let us know in the comments. Am I totally just missing the football ones? But I usually have seen it in baseball and in soccer, the ones I've seen it mostly. But
yeah, definitive. You can get the cleats. Definitive. You can get elbow guard. Pulled a nice Mike at Fanatics Fest. We pulled a Mike Trout elbow guard auto out of definitive.
That's really cool. Elbow guards are one that's a pretty unique to baseball one.
Yeah, because
you don't see that often.
On a lot of times with the players on the strap of the elbow guard, it'll have their last name, so you can get letters of their last name in the card.
I would give for a Barry Bonds elbow guard one, because I just feel like his elbow guard in the later years was just such a part. Like you saw him come up, and it was like Terminator coming up with a robo arm with that big chunky elbow guard.
An entire set, just every card's a relic of one. Those things were huge.
His was massive. It was
kind of reminds me, who was the football player that just had Gronk, but just had the club?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like
the
that
club.
was just the club.
Or give me the linebackers. I don't see them really as much anymore, but you know what I'm talking about, like the neck protector, and the neck guard on the back.
They look like those sports cars, those exotic cars, like the big fins at the top.
Yes.
I'm thinking of like Cars, the movie Cars. That car. That had
yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. Give me big fin linebacker relics. I would love that.
Well, tell.
Yeah. But I want to hear everybody in the comments. If you're watching us or if you're listening to us, head over to Mojobreak Media. I want to hear everybody's favorite relics, regardless of sport. But yeah, obviously baseball too. We want to hear favorite baseball relics or whatever's in your collection that's kind of like your most prized relic. Because this is such a fun week for this type of stuff. And
Brendan from the office yesterday was talking about Ginter playoff beard.
Yes,
relics.
Yes.
Now, was he? That's a thing.
That is a real thing. I will double check it, but yes, I believe there were some playoff beard relics back in the day. I'm trying to find it right now. Let's see.
Incredible.
Well, there's no exact matches right now, or maybe just look up a beard relic.
Well, I know they had you can get Abraham Lincoln hair.
Yes,
Thomas Jefferson.
You could get like a hair follicle.
Yeah.
I think who did he bring up? It was Daniel Nava was the guy that I think he brought up, which I was like, boy, there's a poll right now. But there were some guys that I do recall.
That's awesome.
The big beards were placed in there. But yeah, hair follicles not on my list of favorite relics.
Yeah, I'm not collecting them.
No.
If I was approached, like, hey, Bubba, can we get a mustache relic from you?
Oh, yeah.
I'd be like, yes.
Mustache. Oh yeah. I mean, that's a no-brainer. If you next time you shave it off, collect it in a little cup.
Okay.
And then we got some folks. I think we had, who was it? Was it Reclaim? I think Reclaimed us some great stuff. I want to say we worked with someone. Anyway, send it over to them. Be like, hey, got an idea for you.
All right, sweet.
By the way, Spencer Strider is fully shaven. No stash.
Oh, really?
He's on a cold streak right now, and he shaved the stash.
Okay.
I don't know how to feel about it. I mean, I get it. I get why he did it.
Bryce Harper does that every other year. He'll shave his head or his beard, and it seems to work, actually.
Yep. Strider didn't have a great outing when he did it, so I'm like...
Yeah, I don't know that getting rid of the stash is always the best move.
Mm-hmm.
I shaved the stash a few weeks back, and the one of one streak on stream ended, and that was just on me. I mean, that was just
Sure.
I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
It's back, and we've pulled one of ones in 4 straight streams.
There you go. You got to keep it.
Mojobreak on Fanatics Live.
You got to look. You just got to go through the bad times with it and go. It's not. It's not its fault. It's not your fault. You just pet it at night. You go. It's not. This is not your fault.
It's only
Don't
weird
worry.
if it doesn't work.
It's not your fault.
So they say, and
Right.
it's been working.
There you
So
go.
Strider, I wish you the best. They grow back quick.
Exactly. He'll be all right. He'll be back in spring with a night with his signature stash. He'll be all right.
Put it in a relic.
Put it in a relic. Exactly. Exactly. Let's finish up with some award season talk. We are approaching the end of the season, as we mentioned at the beginning of the show, and we have pretty much locked up most of these awards, other than like 2.
If you look at the odds, and again, every website's going to be a little different, but for the most part, I mean, you're going to see some odds leaders at like minus 20,000. I think Otani's like minus 50,000 now for MVP.
Yeah.
There's a race in each league that it's like minus 350, plus 180s in there, minus 110s.
Yeah.
Again, depending on where you're looking, ESPN, Fox Sports, any of those like MGM, betting sites and stuff. But what do you want to start with?
I think let's knock out the AL and NL Rookies of the Year, because I think we kind of know. We talked about it in a previous episode, but there is a new addition to the lineup here. AL Rookie of the Year is locked up. It's Nick Kurtz. He just hit his 30th home run. He's having one of the great rookie seasons of all time for a hitter.
Yep.
It's locked up. Look at his cards. You know the drill. We talked about him a lot in this show. And we're going to keep collecting him throughout the offseason. But for the National League, it's been kind of up and down. I think we had a few weeks ago when the Brewers were going through their insane hot streak where we went, man, Isaac Collins might be the Rookie of the Year. Maybe he's slowed down a little bit as the Braves have slowed down. And there's not really like an overwhelming hitting favorite. So Cade Horton is now the betting favorite. I didn't get to mention him last week.
Yeah.
When we were talking young pitchers. I think maybe I mentioned him briefly at the end of the episode, but if you talk about all of these guys who just recently got called up and how there are some huge prices for their Bowmans,
Right.
Cade Horton, in comparison, is a bargain to get right now. I'd have to double check his Bowman prices, but I remember looking compared to what we had seen.
Yeah, like the Jonah Tongs and
Right.
Yeah.
And it was just like night and day, where you could get his Bowman stuff versus a guy like, Jonah Tong. And here you go. This is raw first Bowman auto via card ladder, $100. A raw first Bowman auto of Cade Horton, who may very well be the National League Rookie of the Year at this point. $100.
Yeah.
And he might be pitching in the postseason in some big important games as well.
Yep.
Look, that's one where I'm absolutely not mad if you're like, let me add some Cade Horton. He's 10-4 with a 2.7 ERA. The strikeout stuff, that's not his game.
Right.
That might be the only thing really holding his value back.
Yeah, I'm in a ultra competitive fantasy baseball league, and he is. I feel like if you're in like points leagues or in leagues where starting pitching is dominant, which many leagues starting pitching carries a lot of teams, you're familiar with Cade Horton. You've been really enjoying, doing spot starts. He's had a lot of weeks where he's had 2 great starts in a week. So for like a lot of like weekly fantasy scoring, that's been huge. He's a guy that like, I don't know, maybe people were talking about him at the time of his first Bowman. Was he a 22 guy?
He is, what year was that? That's a 22 Bowman draft.
22 Bowman draft.
Yep.
Gosh, so there were just a million other guys people were talking about that year.
Exactly.
Man, I mean, y'all go look at his stats. He is putting up numbers. Maybe, not the flashiest without strikeouts. He had a great start 2-3 days ago.
Yeah.
Maybe only 3 strikeouts in that start.
He's having a really nice year.
But he's just missing. I shouldn't say missing bats. He's inducing a lot of soft contact.
Yes.
He's getting run support, so he's tallying up the wins. Again, not as important to people, but I'm bring it back to traditionalist. I love a big win total. Yeah, I mean, for $100 raw, let's do it.
Yeah, absolutely. They need a guy. You know what? You know who had a lot of success and was part of a big World Series team? Kyle Hendricks is who I think about.
Yeah.
Kyle Hendricks. Look, if they just found the next Kyle Hendricks, it's not gonna go crazy. You're not gonna get the next $1 million card with this guy, but like in a good postseason run for the Cubs. And again, if the Cubs go on a good postseason run, the National League is very much up for grabs right now.
Yep.
I think I don't know if there is a fully clear favorite. The Dodgers feel like the favorite right now, but it doesn't feel like the World Series has a very clear cut. Oh, these are the three teams right now. And the Cubs, to me, are in that range of like, if the Cubs went on a run in the postseason, it wouldn't shock me. They have all the pieces there.
Yeah, I mean, in baseball, some of the most parity in all of sports, right? When it comes to champions at the end of the year, and
I mean,
as evidence, but I mean, it comes down to pitching. You got this Cade Horton guy, and to bring it into like the card investing, this could be a nice quick flip.
Absolutely, that's exactly what this is.
Spend $100. It could be a $200 card in a month from now.
Yeah, that's entirely what this is. You're not investing on him long term. You're like, hey, great, Game 7 winner of the NLCS. Cool. I'm flipping that card immediately.
Yep,
not a bad idea.
Yeah, good quick flip, and shoot, man, if he wins the Rookie of the Year, then he doesn't have to have a crazy postseason either.
No,
because when did they announce those awards? Like
November.
November.
Too late.
Well, yeah. So say they don't win at all.
Yeah,
he could get another big boost in November once Manfred announces the awards. Whoever goes on that Zoom call and
yeah, exactly.
They're like and there's like that 8-second delay, and the winner is Cade Horton. He's just like,
yep.
And then it's like I'll pat him on the side.
Everybody up. I'm gonna say it once again. Rob Manfred. Look, I know you're an avid listener. Announce these awards during the World Series. Announce them during the World Series.
Ooh.
Game 1, we get Manager of the Year, Rookies of the Year. Game 2, we get Cy Youngs. Game 3, MVPs. Or Game 4. I don't care. But probably Game 3 so you don't get in the way of a potential clincher. Game 1, Game 2, Game 3. Announce your winners. Have them on the field before the game. And then be done with it. That's it. So people actually know who's winning when baseball is the central focus of the sports world.
Could it be distracting, though? What if Ohtani in the World Series?
How much cooler is that then? Then he gets to accept the award before the game? I don't think it's that crazy. I think they'll tell him beforehand.
What if he's the starting pitcher that day and they're announcing an MVP?
Well, then he's not going to accept the award.
Okay.
That's fine.
But are you saying try to create a new tradition?
Create a tradition. Like the NBA does something where
because not every year is the winner of that award going to be playing in the World Series. Actually, if you look at it, probably more likely that player that wins the award is not playing in the World Series.
I think that you look at like what the NBA has done, where they're like they announced the MVP in the middle of the playoffs, and like
football,
like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander accepted his MVP award before they went on and won a game in the NBA Western Conference Finals. Like,
I
don't know.
Don't they do NFL honors before the Super Bowl?
NFL honors is the 2 days before the or 3 days before the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
and they're there. They have it there on site. NHL does their own awards too, but theirs is like a week after the season ends. They do a big award ceremony, but it's like right after the season ends. So it's not like baseball where they wait out so long. It's just too long.
Yeah.
If you want to announce Gold Gloves and Silver Sluggers in November, fine. Go ahead. The big stuff, do it when everybody's paying attention to the game.
And they do the big awards like a week apart from each other, it seems almost like.
It's just too much. And now they do the whole nomination thing where it's like, I don't care about the nominees. Yeah. Just show me the winner. I don't care.
There we go.
So announce it in the morning. And if it's like, hey, they have a little press conference and maybe Ohtani wins it. And they're like, all right, well, at least we get him to the press conference saying, thanks so much. I'm glad I won the MVP. And then pregame, they can do it on field. Here's your trophy to, that's it.
Yeah, and you get like the MVP.
Yeah, because it doesn't need anything more than that. Like how much are you losing by losing those award shows in the offseason, those hour-long award shows that MLB Network
That
has?
no one watches.
That nobody watches.
Yeah.
Sorry to the good folks at MLB Network, where I'm now. Maybe you lose one paycheck because you're not doing that
Right.
show. Go do a hot stove show instead. It's more exciting. Anyway, I'll get off my soapbox. Let's talk AL and NL Cy Youngs. These also seem kind of locked up. I did hear an argument about Christopher Sanchez, though, of like Christopher Sanchez might deserve more love than we're giving him for the NL Cy Young Award.
He's not the best pitcher in the National League. He is the best pitcher for the best team in the National League.
Yeah.
When I think if you were to like do a pound for pound, he's pitching in the most meaningful games. He is very, very impressive throughout. I mean, worth mentioning Christopher Sanchez, of course.
Should have been an all-star this year.
Yeah, there are a lot of should have beens.
Sorry, Jacob Mizorowski. It should have been Christopher Sanchez, but I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
The stats are remarkably similar, but the difference is Paul Skeens has a sub-2 ERA. It is September 11th, September 12th of the season, you know?
Yeah, 1.92.
Yeah, 1.92. He started the most games this season, for what it's worth. 30 games started is the most starts any pitcher has made all season. So now durability is not a question.
Right.
Yeah, he's having such a special year. You guys already know the market is crazy for him. And I guess it was always a question this year of just like, can this continue? Are we really going to keep investing in a pitcher? Are we just going to keep investing in a pitcher? Look what he's doing the last 2 years. We talked about it on our very first episode. I think it's easy to take for granted just how special he is. I don't think there's no taking for granted anymore. This is one of the most special talents on the mound we have seen in a really long time. And it's incredible to watch him pitch every night.
It's just rinse and repeat. He's had bad outings. His stuff is just so electric. And we're just, we're just repeating ourselves over and over again. I almost feel like waiting for something to give. Man, he just can't be a Pirate the rest of his career.
Or at least the Pirates need to start to understand what they have. And they need to start building and act like a Major League Baseball.
Yeah, but
franchise.
but there are so many other franchises that just don't do it. So I feel like to expect the Pirates to just flip a switch and spend $300 million in an offseason is just not going to happen.
You're right. They're
not going to be the Rangers and spend $500 million and win a World Series.
I just feel like, but you just pointed it out, like teams like the Rangers and the Padres kind of just exposed every other franchise. Like, you guys can do this. I know the Rangers are in a huge market, but the Padres, that's a team that are like 10 years ago, this wasn't who they were.
No.
And now they are like one of the 5 to 8 teams where you go, yeah, they're always one of the teams in on a big free agent.
The Padres were teams where like reminiscent of the A's where like they'd get a big star and they would just ship him off.
The Padres were the Pirates not that long ago, basically.
Oh, this guy's good. Okay, he's just not going to be on our team anymore.
Yeah.
It's Adrian Gonzalez, I'm thinking of.
There's a lot of guys.
Yeah, just all right, you're good and see ya. But now they flip the switch. Padres did. The Rangers out of nowhere, they went and got Corey Seager for $350 million. They went and got Simeon. They went and got DeGrom. They went and got boom, boom, boom. They went to World Series the next year.
Yeah.
I think it's like it's fun to talk about and to be hopeful and stuff that the Pirates would do something like that. I just don't see it because there are 27 other teams out there that are not doing it.
I agree. You're right. There are about 5 to 8 teams that reliably go for it every year.
Yeah.
And the rest either just try to do it through draft and development, and the other ones, it's not really viewed as a baseball team as much as it is a real estate deal and just another way to make money.
Yeah.
And the Pirates are kind of in that realm right now. And I hope they're not, because it's a great baseball city when things are alive. We just haven't seen it that much in the last 30 years, 35 years.
Yeah.
Just real quick, I just have to show you, like, if you think the market for Paul Skeens is letting up, it just isn't.
No way.
Liquid gold. Remember that big chase in the 24
love
Diamond
those.
Icons? They're so sick. $18K. Just a cool $18,000 for Mr. Paul Skeens. That's September 6th of this year. A top Inception. Look at that, baby. It's way too big on that slab, by the way. What's going on there?
What happened?
It's an Inception card.
Oh, because it's a thick card.
Yeah, but God, that's just a little too much room there around the border. And regardless, it's a $9,200 card, the Nike Swoosh 1/1 Inception, and a little Chrome Update rookie. Not even his. Is that no? That is his true rookie. Gold refractor, $7,700. So yeah, it's not going to let up anytime soon.
That seems like a pretty good deal.
Let's buy it. Let's get it.
Let's do it.
I know. Well, yeah. Let's pool our money together and grab that one.
I pulled out of Tier 1 yesterday. Second year Paul Skeens auto to 75. It was like the biggest hit of the night.
That's the thing, and there's the
triple.
true test. Is second year, are people still truly hyped? Yeah. I mean, he's going to join a very, very select list of guys winning a Cy Young this early in their career when he does eventually win it, which, again, he has had just one start where he did not go at least 5 innings this season.
Yeah.
Just one.
So Rookie of the Year, now going to be Cy Young.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, and two, like for card investing, he either needs to be on a contender within the next 18 months or he needs to always be a Pirate. And I feel like his card market will always be top.
Yep. Agreed.
Because if he becomes a Yankee in like 4 or 5 years, or a Dodger in 4 or 5 years, or a Red Sox, and all of a sudden he has like, 6, 7, 5, 6 seasons of Pirates cards out there, and then he becomes like that Paul Goldschmidt that's like, yeah, he's been a multi-time award winner, perennial, award candidate, and then goes to, a team. It's all of a sudden like his Diamondbacks and Cardinals cards get alienated. Just trying to think of a guy that like has the prestige and the awards and stuff, that all of a sudden is on a new team, and it's like Freddie Freeman. My goodness, great example.
Yeah.
So yeah, either.
But that one maybe is a little tougher because he's so solidified where like Braves fans will always love him. He brought a World Series there.
Yeah.
It helps his case where like that value is never going to go down for his Brave stuff because he will always have Braves fans who are going to buy his stuff.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but I think you're right. Goldschmidt's kind of a good example.
Yeah, I'm looking out for Paul here. I want the best for Paul, and best for Paul is probably, unless Paul tells you straight up, like, no, I want to be a Pirate for the rest of my life. These guys treat me right. They have a great organization.
Yeah.
I have friends here.
Might happen.
But if we want to talk about card investment's sake, let this guy win something more meaningful than some, hardware.
I hope it's in Pittsburgh, man. I really do. I want the Pirates to be good.
Yeah,
it'd be fun. It'd be fun to get. We had like 3 years. I think you and I both in our baseball watching lives had 3 years where the Pirates were good.
Yeah,
and it was cool.
Yeah,
I remember that wild card game where there was all the blackout game. And Edison Volquez was on the mound.
Yeah, they got like.
Or no, it was Cueto. It was Cueto maybe was on the mound. I can't remember. But it was awesome.
For the Pirates?
Yeah. I want to say it was Cueto. No, for the Reds.
For the Reds.
It was a Pirates-Reds wild card game.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I think it was Cueto was on the mound because they were chanting, Cueto.
Oh, yeah, and he drops the ball on the mound.
Yep.
Jose Tabata, Pirates?
Yeah.
Tabata?
Yeah, Tabata. Russell Martin, former Dodger legend, hit a big home run in that game.
My favorite baseball player growing up, Russell Martin.
Hey. Yeah.
Russell Martin, then Pedroia, and now Corey Seager.
Love Pedroia.
Yeah, the Laser Show.
Good call. Yeah, good group right there.
He is signing for Topps last handful of years again, and he's been a very fun pull.
Pedroia?
Yeah, you find him in like a definitive or
he's one of those
in higher end sets.
He's one of those where despite the fact that there's a Hall of Fame argument to be made. Some people say absolutely he's a Hall of Famer. Some say not quite. But still, he's kind of like David Wright. Where like you pull his auto, and even though you're like maybe not a Hall of Famer, Will Clark is in that same realm. Like not a Hall of Famer, but like so close where it's like, this is awesome. It has so many huge fans.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Dale Murphy,
not a Hall
not a Hall of Famer.
Same thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I have them all kind of in that realm.
Yeah. They're in that like just out.
The should have been.
The should have been, or the Hall of very, very good.
Yeah.
Not quite just good. The Hall of very, very
Yeah.
good.
Not even could have been. Should have been.
Should have been. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Pitching. More pitching. AL Cy Young. Did you see this card? I just saw this card sold. It was funny. I was mentioning early this week, like, oh, have we had like a recorded sale of any of the MLB Gold logo mans? September 6th. Here it is.
Okay.
Tarek Skubal, who we're going to be
Cool.
talking about. Chris Sale, the dual auto logo man. Just under $22K. That's what that sold for on Golden.
Our number for Ohtani was 50, right?
50.
Okay.
At least 50.
That's a beautiful card. So it got redeemed. So
Yep.
that's cool that they were ready to be redeemed.
That might be the mock-up still, but
Oh, okay.
maybe. Yeah, I think that's still the mock-up looking at the picture. Regardless, sold for
With all
$22K.
the card scanning technology, I never know anymore.
I know.
Okay, so okay.
It's gonna be more than that. Easily more than that.
Oh, because it says it's the redemption card.
Yep. Oh,
at
yeah.
the end of the
there
listing.
you go.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, the Ohtani is going to be a lot more than that. Like a lot more
Yeah.
than 50K.
Wow.
That's a 22K. That's impressive
Wow.
for two pitchers where we're like, yeah, we'll see. Screwball is lifting it, but the fact that Sale is like a potential future Hall of Famer,
That's the best Chris Sale card ever created,
easily,
right? Yeah.
easily,
Better than a one-of-one first Bowman auto. Yeah, easily.
yeah. But you can kind of see though, like look at it, you see the fall off, and this is just sales within the last like week.
God, that could be a huge card in 15 years.
Exactly, could be huge.
Ridiculous.
And it being the first of its kind and stuff like that. But this is from September 1st. This is a man who's about to win 2 straight Cy Young Awards. That is a Gold Shimmer PSA 10 first Bowman, 2020 Bowman Chrome first Gold Shimmer, $2,200 for a PSA 10 of Tarek Skubal.
Yeah.
Certainly not, it's still worth a pretty penny, but certainly for a guy who is doing what he's doing, and you compare that card to what a Paul Skeens is going for, it's going to be a pretty sizable difference. Man, I love me some Tarek Skubal.
Yeah, how about he could win MVP, last American League pitcher to win MVP, Detroit Tiger, Justin Verlander.
It's true. It's a good call. I mean, there's so much focus on Raleigh and Judge, Skubal, especially as the Tigers have kind of...
Well, not necessarily saying for this year, but
right.
in his career. But yeah.
His career.
And Judge and Raleigh should be probably considered perennial candidates going forward, too.
Absolutely. He's having, Skubal's going to end with a better year than he had last year. Just kind of nuts to say.
Yeah.
Given just how dominant and how exciting he was last year. 2.10 ERA is better than what he had a year ago. He's going to end up with more strikeouts than he had a year ago.
2.01?
Or 2.10. He had a 2.39
Same
last
thing.
year. Yeah, right. I know.
One start away from it being under 2.
Exactly. That's what it is. Another year with a whip under 1. I mean, he's just every facet of his game is better this year.
Yeah. Wow. So it puts into perspective that $2,000 gold auto
for a
in
guy
10.
who's again going to be a 2-time. There's almost no question. I know Garrett Crochet's having a great year with Boston. I really like what he's done this year. He's been, I think there have been nights where he's looked like the most dominant pitcher in the American League, especially with the strikeout stuff, which I think he does have more. Yeah, he does have more strikeouts than Skubal right now, by just a little bit. He's also been a little more volatile. There's been some starts where, like, I don't want to say crashes and burns, but, like, that comes with the territory of being the type of pitcher he is.
Yeah.
So, he's been very, very exciting at times, but yeah, it's Skubal's to lose. And yeah, you look at the market there. If you are like pitching is hot right now, clearly with Skeens, people are not as afraid to buy and sell and collect pitching right now. If you're averse to that, I don't know. Skubal to me, it's just a slam dunk right now. He's awesome.
Yep.
I'm trying to look right now of multi-Cy Young Award winners. That he would be the 23rd to win it twice.
Wow.
Snell was
okay.
the last to win it twice with
Nice.
the Padres.
Yeah.
So only 23 in Major League history to win that award twice, and he's doing it.
Wow.
And he's only 28. So a lot of good years to come for Terry Skubal. Let's end with the MVPs. NL, we can agree.
Slam dunk.
It's Shohei. It's such a. It's so weird to say it's a MVP year we're almost going to take for granted. I think as a whole in baseball, I know Dodger fans aren't feeling that way, but he's going to, I mean, to go from where he was last year, where it was stratosphere. I'm looking at the numbers right now, and it is kind of like one of those, how did this even happen? How is this even humanly possible? Kind of in the Bonds era realm of like, how did anyone do this? He had a 9-2 WAR. He had 134 runs last year, 54 homers, 59 stolen bases, 130 runs batted in. He just was incredible across the board. And is it technically a worse year for him? I guess technically it is.
Yeah.
But he's also pitching
Right.
on top of it all.
Pitching
So
well.
maybe it's as good a year when you kind of take it
Right.
all into an account, right?
Mike Trout was having those years, a handful of years back,
Yeah.
where it was like when he was winning, year after year,
Automatic.
and it was like, oh, unanimous MVP Mike Trout. He had a worse year than he did last year. It's like, geez, and he's just in a league of his own.
He's got a 6-1 WAR this year, but again, that doesn't even count the pitching side of it, which is crazy. He's doing that as a DH, which is crazy. He's just, across the board, just having another great year. The stolen bases are down, but guess what? He's still going to get probably 50 homers, and he's going to get over 20 stolen bases. Yeah. Like 3 years ago, if you said, oh, yeah, Ohtani's going to hit 50 homers and steal 20 bases, and no one's even going to think, no one's going to blink an eye. Everyone's going to go, could have done better.
Yeah.
It's crazy. He is truly a one of one.
Yeah, I've just run out of things to say about him.
It's very easy to just be like, I don't even know. What do you even say anymore? He's Shohei Ohtani, and it's his world, and we're just all living in it. September 6th, I just have to show you this just for a reminder of just how insane his card market is. Look at this thing of beauty, 2018 Kanji PSA 10
What the?
rookie auto, just sold on Golden September 6th for a cool $585,600.
What?
Yeah, not bad. That is a nice card. It's really cool. Another Kanji just sold on September 9th on eBay.
Goodwin Champs rookie.
Goodwin Champs PSA 10, $150,000. That was best offer, so give or take that number.
That's a great card.
Yeah, look at the 25. I mean, and this is a 25
Non-auto.
Kanji anime variation.
$40,000 non-auto.
Non-auto in his 10th year in the league, or however many years he's been in the league now.
That just sold.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That card's been out.
8th year in the league, and it just sold, and it's 40,000. This is where we're at with him. Just in rarefied air.
He defies every hobby cliche or box that we've put players in.
Yep.
Forever. He just doesn't apply.
Yeah. 20 years from now, he'll be in products where he will still be. Doesn't matter who's in it, and it doesn't matter what rookies are in it. It doesn't matter what vets. He will regardless be, if he's in a product where he's got autos, he'll be a top 10 chase every single time.
He's already Ken Griffey Jr., Derek Jeter,
Yep.
Barry Bonds,
Yep.
Mantle.
I still have the argument. I said it 2 years ago.
In the hobby.
I think I said this a year ago, maybe even 2 years ago. At least a year ago. If he retired tomorrow, he's still a Hall of Famer to me. I put him in the Hall of Fame if he retires tomorrow.
Yeah.
Just because of what he's done and what he means to the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. That's Shohei Ohtani. The AL MVP is a real race. Still, things have maybe evened out a little bit. I want to start by showing you this. This is the new record for a Cal Raleigh card sale. Happened this week. Golden just had a huge auction. I think I saw Topps put this on their social media. The person who got this card, she got this card, I want to say, for $630.
Okay.
At first, it's a Cal Raleigh 2022 Topps Chrome Superfractor Auto. Bought it for $630. Here's what it just sold for on Golden.
Whoa.
$63,440.
Come up.
2 years ago, I believe it was bought for that price. For under $700.
Wow.
Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
And she was crazy for spending that 2 years ago.
I know. 2 years ago, everyone went, "What are you doing? Buying that card for that?"
Cal Raleigh, catcher.
She was right. She was right. Big dumper. That's why.
Right, because what in 2020, whenever she got that,
I think it was 23.
Yeah, what Bobby Witt could you have gotten for $700, right?
Exactly.
Probably something pretty nice.
And you know what? And you look at that, but you're like, but I got the best Cal Raleigh card. Period.
Yeah.
I mean, I got the best, at least rookie Cal Raleigh card.
Yeah.
Man, that is crazy. So what does a super Bowman, first Bowman, go for? It's got to be in the six. It's easily a six-figure card, right? Got to be.
It'd probably be around there.
Yeah.
It'd probably be around. I don't know if it's considerably more than the rookie.
Right.
But more.
Yeah. It's definitely more.
That was
so
almost 60,000, that card? Like
Yeah.
50 something, yeah.
Yeah. Crazy, crazy, crazy where that's come. That all said, I want to hear you. Are you giving it to Cal because of the catcher, or is it like Judge has now kind of solidified his shot here at the MVP?
So a lot of baseball left. That being said, I'm in team Big Dumper, and I want to point to some of the kind of like, we can all look at stats, we can all look at numbers.
Yep.
They speak for themselves. We have some history that Big Dumper is going to be coming up on right here. The most single season home runs for a switch hitter, Mickey Mantle holds the record. I believe the number is 54, 56. It's an even number like that. 50. If you don't mind looking at that right now.
Yeah, I'm going to look it up right now.
Cal Raleigh is like 2 away from tying.
Sheesh.
He can hit 2 homers in a game.
54.
54.
Which he did in 1961.
Okay, so I believe Big Dumper's at 52.
He's at 53.
53. Okay, so 2 away from eclipsing. Okay.
From eclipsing Mantle.
So that, I mean, especially with, if we're talking about historical context, historical significance, in the Ohtani realms of things, and record breaking and stuff like that. If we're going to consider that and have that play a part, for some players, I want to have that play a part here for Big Dumper too. That's huge. The Mick, right? As a switch hitter, that's impressive. Just a couple of years ago in the Home Run Derby, Adley Rutschman was the big story because he was doing a switch hitter thing in the Home Run Derby. We love this as baseball fans. We love this.
There's that new commercial, I think, of Cal Raleigh. Have you seen that?
Yep.
And where he literally he throws the ball, 2 balls in the air and switches. It's awesome.
Yep. Exactly. So building off of that, he's gonna do it. He's gonna break the record. Then we start looking at 60 as a number. I think if Big Dumper hits 60 home runs, he wins the MVP no matter what. No matter what.
I think you're right.
I think that because that will mean that he beat Mickey Mantle's record automatically. I think if he beats, say he gets 59, I don't think it does it. I think that number of 60 gets it done. Judge could hit 60. Say they both hit 60. I think Judge is in the high 40s right now.
44.
44,
Yeah.
okay. Say they both hit 60. I still think you give it to Dumper. It's the losing argument because Aaron Judge, since coming back from injury, has been Aaron Judge. Talk about history. He just passed Yogi Berra, I think, for the 5th place on the Yankees all-time. Which is crazy because I feel like we haven't been talking about Aaron Judge for, that many years, and all of a sudden it's like he's on the Mount Rushmore almost of Yankees greats, or getting there.
It is pretty wild that 10 years now, but for a guy who came up didn't have his breakout year till he was 25. It's pretty nuts.
Yeah.
That we're talking about him in those terms already.
Yeah. So Big Dumper, he's been making his own case. I guess the only thing I want to add to it is the historical significance, doing it at the catcher position. The Mariners really have to win their division. So there's another caveat to my kind of like, story for and this all coming to fruition. 60 homers. Mariners win the division. I think Big Dumper not only wins the MVP, but I think he wins it handedly. I'm not going to say unanimous, because I think if Judge's season ended today and Big Dumper's didn't, Judge is still going to get a lot of the votes.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, it's
going to be close.
Judges to lose, but my prediction is Big Dumper.
I will say this. I mean, I think that you're starting to see people lean towards Judge now because you look at the overall numbers, and especially a slower second half here for Cal Raleigh, where the batting average numbers, all those numbers where you're like, oh, he's always been kind of a low
208.
Yeah, it hasn't been good.
208 in the second half, and I saw too. So Judge missed that time with the injury, right?
Yeah.
Judge still has almost a 2-game advantage in the WAR department.
Yes, he does. Now, but looking at their slash lines, there isn't a ton. Like Judge is above him. 224 though since the All-Star break for Judge.
Okay.
Now on base and slugging are still there. 386 and 455. He's
OPS.
doing fine. OPS is 841. Dumpers is 766.
Okay.
So 15 homers, though, for Cal Raleigh in that time. 9 for Judge in 39 games played. So 10 less games for Judge in that time. But man, it's so tough. I actually do start to think the voters are going to go Judge, and I can't fault them. Because you look at, I mean, the numbers are so overwhelming again. And I'll say this. I think the thing that's on his side, 319 batting average. There are so few guys who are qualified for the batting title who are batting 300 right now. It is kind of nuts. We're gonna make history this year. I'm looking now on, it's even lower now. There are 5 players in all of Major League Baseball who can qualify for the batting title, batting over 300. And one of them is Trey Turner, who may not play another game in the regular season this year. That may be enough for a lot of voters to go, gosh, in a time where hitting is down, Aaron Judge still found – and a guy who you don't think of that way. You don't think of him as a guy who's hitting for high average. He's still doing that. He's still – and he's still hitting for the power, and the Yankees are still very much in the playoff hunt. I can see a lot of guys being swung that way, especially you look at the numbers at the end of the season for Cal Raleigh, and you go, oh, he kind of fell off here in the last month and a half when he had a real chance to run away with it. Yeah, and
as you bring up some of those numbers too, and I keep thinking about it, I'm gonna talk myself probably away from Dumper here. I think I saw he has like 118 hits on the year.
That's crazy.
Half of his hits are homers, which
129 hits, 53 home runs.
To some people, it's like awesome. To me, it's like, oh gosh.
Yeah. God, you know what's crazy now though? Look at Kyle Schwarber's. They're just back to back because now Schwarber just went over 50 home runs. Mm-hmm. Shohei's 2 behind. So you're looking at potentially 5 or 6 guys who are going to get the 50 home run mark. God, look at Junior Caminero at 42 home runs. Good for him. That's awesome.
It took him a while to eclipse the 40 mark. He was stuck at 39 for a long time.
I'm just looking at this whole list right now. Shout out to Joe Adell. 35 bombs.
Yeah.
My guy, Joe Adell, finally doing it. Anyway,
I gotta go find that SSP.
you want to talk about a guy where everybody is going back? I've got a bunch of Joe Adell in a shoebox. I gotta go back and find it.
Right.
Cal Schwarber's at 50. Listen to these numbers: 129 hits for Raleigh, 53 home runs, 113 RBIs, 241 average, 352 on base, 573 slugging. Kyle Schwarber, 131 hits, 50 home runs, 123 RBIs, 241 average, 368 on base, 562 slugging. They are literally 5 points separated in OPS.
Wow.
They are basically having the same season hitting at the plate.
So if Schwarber's in the AL or if Dumper's in the NL.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Ohtani's still taking it.
Right, but between the two,
between
Schwarber
the two.
and
it's still Raleigh.
Dumper.
It's still Raleigh because Raleigh plays the catcher position.
Yeah.
It's all period. Period. There. If Judge was a DH, I'd be like, it's Raleigh running away with it. The fact that it's still Aaron Judge, I think voters are still going to go Raleigh though, because I think there's the
It won't
little
be
bit
unanimous. Yeah.
No, voters don't want to say, and maybe they're not as bad about this as they were in years past, but there are so many times where like the same guys keep winning, and then one guy has a season where you go, yeah, I can make an excuse to vote for them. And Raleigh's made more than an excuse. Raleigh is making a clear case that he is the MVP. But I think that maybe plays a part too for voters.
Yep.
So, who do you guys think should be the MVPs, the Cy Youngs, the Rookies of the Year? Let us know in the comments. Are you a buyer at $63K for the Cal Raleigh Topps Chrome Superfactor? Probably not.
Someone is.
Somebody is. Somebody is. And if he wins the MVP,
I know. So does
what
that,
happens?
Are they? I would just love to pick the brain of that individual and individuals like that are spending the crazy money we saw on the Jonah Tong, on the crazy money we're seeing. I don't want to call it crazy money, but because we could be sitting here a year from now and being like, oh, you guys are right.
Right.
What do you do with a $63,000 big dumper card? Do you know, is that guy a fan?
It's got to be a very well-off Mariners fan.
Yeah.
It's got to be.
That can't be an investor.
No. Well, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Look, Cal Raleigh is still just, he's 28. He's still got a huge chunk of his career ahead of him. And you could be looking at, he's at 146 career home runs. You could be talking about breaking career home run records for catcher. Is that worth that kind of investment in the long term? I don't think so. Because even if he does all those things where he breaks these catcher records, I don't know how much. I don't know how much that adds to the value.
Yeah. So hopefully it's a very happy Mariners fan.
There you go. Exactly, and it probably is.
Yeah.
So, and it's a beautiful card. I'll give you that.
That's sick.
And I love Big Dumper. Loved him
Yeah.
for a long time. So I hope he wins the MVP. It'd be fun.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah, it would be great.
He'd be the first catcher since. Is it Posey?
Posey.
Is it Posey? Gotta be. Was anyone in between since
Before
2012?
Posey was Mauer.
Yeah. God, it might be. I'm sure we're missing someone. Maybe we're not.
No, we're
No,
not.
I don't think we are. That's crazy.
We're not missing anyone.
It's been 13 years since we've had a catcher as an MVP.
As us card breakers like to say, we're due.
We're due. We are due. Absolutely. And we're due to wrap this up. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching wherever you're at. Mojobreak Media on YouTube. Search Mojobreak wherever you get podcasts. If you're watching us, subscribe. The hype, the breakdown, wax packs and warning tracks, all that good stuff. For Cody, it's Bubba. See you next time. Wax packs, warning tracks.
See you.